Amy Brooks adjusted her blue nursing uniform and checked a clipboard at the nurse's station. Another double shift at Riverside Medical Center. At 31 years old, she had been a pediatric nurse for 8 years. She loved her work, but the holidays always made her shifts harder. So many families celebrating while she worked. So many children missing their parents. So many parents missing their children. She was organizing patient files when she noticed a small red envelope taped to the desk. Her name was written on it in careful crayon letters. Amy opened it curiously. Inside was a note decorated with hand-drawn snowflakes and Christmas trees. The handwriting was that of a young child. Dear Nurse Amy, our names are Sophia Emma and Olivia. We are 7 years old. Our daddy is in the hospital on the 4th floor, room 412. He has been there for 3 weeks. He is very sick and very lonely. We cannot visit him because we have to stay with our aunt, and she says the hospital is too far. We are scared our daddy will be alone on Christmas. We saw you being nice to the kids here. Could you please visit our daddy? His name is Mr. Andrew Mitchell. He likes hot chocolate and Christmas music. Please tell him we love him and miss him very much. Thank you. The triplets. Amy felt her heart clench. She reread the note twice. 3 little girls worried about their father. A man spending Christmas alone in a hospital room. She looked at the clock. Her shift ended in 20 minutes. The 4th floor was the cardiac care unit. Without thinking twice, Amy folded the note and put it in her pocket. 20 minutes later, she took the elevator to the 4th floor. She asked the nurse at the desk about Andrew Mitchell in room 412. The nurse, a kind older woman named Patricia, nodded sadly. Mr. Mitchell? Yes, he's been here almost a month. Massive heart attack. He's recovering, but it's been slow. He doesn't get many visitors. His sister comes once a week, but she lives 2 hours away with his daughters. It's heartbreaking, really. He just lies there staring at the ceiling. Amy thanked her and walked down the hallway. Room 412 was at the end. She knocked softly. Come in. A tired voice answered. Amy opened the door. The room was dim. A man lay in the hospital bed. He looked to be in his mid-30s. Dark hair, tired eyes, and 4 in his arm. The window showed falling snow outside, but the room felt empty, cold despite the heating. No decorations, no cards, no flowers, just medical equipment and white walls. Mr. Mitchell, Amy said gently, my name is Amy Brooks. I'm a nurse downstairs in pediatrics. I received a very special note today. Andrew looked at her with mild curiosity, but mostly exhaustion. A note. Amy pulled out the red envelope. From 3 very worried little girls. She handed it to him. Andrew took it with shaking hands. As he read, his eyes filled with tears. My girls, he whispered. My sweet girls. They're worried about me. Amy pulled up a chair beside his bed. They love you very much. Andrew wiped his eyes. I haven't seen them in 3 weeks. My sister Rebecca lives in Willow Creek. That's 2 hours from here. She's taking care of them, but she works full-time and has her own kids. It's too much to ask her to drive back and forth. So I told her to just stay there. Keep the girls' routine normal. But God, I miss them. His voice broke. This is our first Christmas without their mother. She died 2 years ago. Cancer. I promised the girls we would make new traditions, new memories. And now I'm stuck here and they're alone and I failed them. Amy felt tears in her own eyes. You haven't failed them, Mr. Mitchell. You're fighting to get better so you can go home to them. That's not failure. That's love. Andrew looked at her. You don't understand. I'm a CEO of a tech company. I have money, resources. I should be able to fix this. But I can't. I can't bring their mother back. I can't make myself healthy faster. I can't even give them a proper Christmas. All the money in the world doesn't matter when you're lying in a hospital bed. Amy sat quietly for a moment. Then she made a decision. Mr. Mitchell, what if I told you that Christmas isn't about where you are? It's about who you're with. What do you mean? What if we brought Christmas to you? Andrew looked confused. How? Amy smiled. You let me worry about that. Do you trust me? Andrew studied her face. He saw kindness there. Genuine care from a stranger. I don't even know you. I know, but your daughters trusted me enough to write that note. Maybe you can trust me too. Over the next 3 days, Amy became a woman on a mission. She called Andrew's sister Rebecca and explained her plan. Rebecca was overwhelmed with gratitude. She coordinated with the hospital administration. She rallied other nurses and staff. She called in favors. She spent her own money on decorations. And she worked every spare moment to make something magical happen. On Christmas Eve, Amy arrived at work early. She went straight to room 412 with a box of decorations. Andrew was awake, looking out the window at the snow, ready for a surprise. Amy asked. He turned to her. You're really doing something, aren't you? Just wait. Over the next hour, Amy transformed the Cole hospital room. She strung lights around the window. She hung a small wreath on the door. She set up a tabletop Christmas tree with tiny ornaments. She played soft Christmas music from her phone. She brought in a thermos of hot chocolate. Andrew watched in amazement. Why are you doing all this for me? You don't even know me. Amy paused. Because 2 years ago I lost my father to a heart attack. He was in a hospital room just like this one, and he died alone because I was working a shift and couldn't get there in time. I've carried that guilt every day since. Your daughters wrote me that note because they're terrified of losing you. But you're still here, Mr. Mitchell. You're still fighting. And I can't bring my father back, but I can make sure you don't spend Christmas alone. I can make sure your daughters see you. Andrew's eyes filled with tears. I'm so sorry about your father. Thank you, Amy. At 3 o'clock that afternoon, Amy knocked on Andrew's door again. This time she wasn't alone. Behind her stood Rebecca and 3 identical little girls in matching pink polka dot dresses and Santa hats. The girls saw their father and screamed, Daddy! They ran to his bedside. Andrew burst into tears as he hugged all 3 of them. Oh, my girls, my sweet girls, I've missed you so much. The triplets climbed carefully onto the bed, all talking at once about school and their snowman and Christmas cookies. Rebecca stood beside Amy, both women crying happy tears. Thank you, Rebecca whispered. You have no idea what this means to us. Amy squeezed her hand. I know exactly what it means. For the next 2 hours, the room was filled with laughter. The girls showed their father drawings they had made. They sang Christmas carols. They drank hot chocolate together. Andrew held them close. His face transformed from the exhausted, lonely man Amy had met 3 days ago. He was a father again, alive with purpose and love. As evening approached, Amy prepared to leave him alone. But Andrew called her back. Amy, wait. She turned. He gestured to the chair. Please stay. You're part of this now. You made this happen. So Amy stayed. She listened to the girls' stories. She helped them decorate gingerbread cookies Rebecca had brought. She sang along to Silent Night, and she felt her own grief begin to heal. As the girls started to get sleepy, Rebecca began gathering their things. We should go. Let Daddy rest. The girls protested, but Andrew kissed each of their foreheads. I'll see you again soon. I promise. The doctors say I can go home in 2 weeks. Sophia, the boldest of the 3, looked at Amy.